We need to understand the unique pressures and challenges that kids face because of social media. And my next guest is here to help. His new book, Social Media Safety: What Parents and Teens Need to Know, offers practical guidance for navigating the complexities of the digital age. Joe Barnes is also an associate clinical professor from Seattle University. Thank you for being on the show.
My pleasure.
This is perfect timing because you know, kids are going back to school today, tomorrow, and they've been on their phones and their iPads for 8 hours a day.
Absolutely.
In some cases, in our case. But I wanted to know, what made you interested in writing about social media?
Well, I'll answer the question. I'll open up with, I think this has been the best device ever created and the worst.
Yes.
It gives us accessibility, but it gives kids addiction.
Yeah.
I have 3 grown kids and 7 grandkids.
Oh, my goodness.
And I've been watching them from the earliest ages, addicted to their phones. My students, I ban phones in the class, but the moment class is over, what do? They
grab
pick
their
this
phone.
up, and when I'm in the lobby talking to students, they're all on their phones.
It shocks me that there was a day I could go throughout the world without looking at my phone. And now I have to. I mean, because I was born in that age where, like, we barely had a flip phone. But now, you, as a clinical professor at Seattle University, you are observing all different things, especially from your students about social media use. What have you learned?
It's tough. I think the average teen is spending, as you said, 8 hours a day. 50% of kids feel like they're addicted. Girls 12 to 17, after being on social media, 70% of them feel less good about themselves. And 59% have been harassed or bullied online, which has led to some suicides worldwide.
That was what was happening, I think, when Facebook first started, and my little sister was that age. You know, this is mid-2000s, and it was terrifying. No checks and balances on this stuff.
Right.
So you spoke to teens about what they thought their parents didn't know about social media use, and some of their responses are pretty eye-opening, and we're going to share them with you right now. So let's take a look at them, and feel free to interject with any insight you have. First one, I'm too young, so I fake my age. This is from a 14-year-old girl.
I met with some kids. Some of these quotes are from an educator who posted them publicly on Facebook, and I met with groups of teens over the summer and late spring at coffee shops saying, tell me, I'm writing this book, I'm not going to identify you. And the quotes, as you said, are eye-opening.
They are, because you have to be certain ages to join these platforms, so they just lie, because they don't actually ask for photo ID. This one hit me because I found out my daughter did this the other day. My mother thinks I'm in bed reading, when in fact they're on their device.
Absolutely. They'll hide under the covers, or they'll put the phone in the book and the mother walks in the room, thinks the kid is reading, and they're not. They're on their phone.
My parents think I only use Instagram to chat with friends, but they don't know I have a second account where I share stuff I don't want them to see. Yikes!
These are scary quotes, and these are real quotes that parents need to really know.
They think I'm just watching funny videos, but I'm actually in group chats all night with people they don't know.
There are some kids who told me they're up till 1, 2 a.m. on their phones.
My mom doesn't know I've been bullied online for months because I'm too scared to tell her.
Right. 60% have been bullied or harassed.
And they're afraid to tell their parents why they're going to take away their device?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My parents don't know about my social media what they don't know about my social media is that I'm on like till 2 a.m. every day. Yikes. And these kids need 12 hours of sleep. I can delete my sent messages. Oh, that's terrifying.
I tell them there's no such thing as delete.
Yeah, there is no such thing as delete. And then my parents don't really understand what happens online, so they don't know how to help. Okay.
I tell parents, you know, when you sit down with your child, just say, what would your grandmother think of your post or your text message? Kind of use that as the gatekeeper.
Yeah. So what can we do? Because I'm terrified now.
I think every parent should be fully aware. I think that I've on my website, I have like several free tip sheets.
Okay.
That downloadable. They're great talking points with kids. I think the other part is that I've also created a 90-minute presentation for parent-teacher organizations and community groups. It's not a book pitch. It's an eye-opener about what parents need to be aware of and help give them talking points with their kids.
So you go to different schools. So the PTA, can they reach out to you and say, Joseph, please come to our school?
Definitely.
Oh, that's really important. Really important. I mean, we're going to, of course, have you on there. What else can schools do?
I think schools need to start some kind of class or sessions or workshops for teens because they don't know the risks. They don't know that what they post, by the way, can come back to haunt them later when they go to apply for a job. Recognizing, again, there's no such thing as delete, but for their own health, you know, sleep, everything they need. Don't hurt the academics because they're on it too much or till 2 a.m.
Do you think, so you would agree with schools locking up phones?
I do, absolutely.
I just found out that the students at our schools are going to have to put everything in the locker, which I don't know. I don't know, but we'll see.
You know, I think the other point is how many times do we go to a restaurant and you see the kids on the phone,
but their parents.
I know. You know, we have to set a good example.
Yeah, we got to model that good behavior. So I have actually been very, very honest with my children about some of the dangers online. I tell my daughter all the time, someone can say they're 16, but they might be an old guy sitting in his basement creepily trying to talk to you. Like, I, as a journalist, have been, you know, seen a lot of this stuff turn bad.
Some of the students told me that they have been contacted by people that made them very uncomfortable.
So how do you teach them to be skeptical without scaring?
I think just with awareness sessions. And I don't think it's a one-off. I think periodically sit down with your kids. Talk to them. You know, what you don't have to look at every post, but how's it going? What can I do to help you? Remind them of the risks and be open enough where they feel comfortable if they have been contacted by somebody that made them feel uncomfortable, that they'll share that with you.
How can people find you or the book to have you come in and talk to the classes?
The book is on Amazon.
Okay.
And my email address is joe@digital3000.net.
joe@digital3000.net. Okay, we'll have that on the website too. Thank you so much, Joe. This has been so eye-opening talking to you. Thank you for doing the work, the investigative work with these kids to find out what's really going on, because it is so vital that
we're all in this together.
And it's a whole new universe.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you.